I'll yell as loud as I can. Yes, it is. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the home of the Battling Beavers. Please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Please welcome our players, first from the Northmont Thunderbolts. Number 1, Haley Hill. Number 2, Maddie Hawk. Number 3, Miley Cassidy. Number 4, Faye Osborne. Number 5, Samantha Ruddle. Number 6, Riley Hardwick. Number 7, Callista Kuntz. Number 8, Brianna Abels. Number 9, Jaden Johnson. Number 10, Megan Roper. Number 11, Lena Petrovic. Number 12, Keziah Daniel. Number 28, number 14, Jenna Hall. Number 28, Tiana Godfrey. And now for your home team, the Battling Beavers. I'm so sorry. The staff for your Northmont Thunderbolts, Paige Birdsall, Kalina Trevino, Pooja Harjani, and your head coach, Matthew Breidenbach. All right, now for your Battling Beavers. Number 1, Stella Hubusky. Number 2, Alina Tiff. Number 3, Alexis Ruselli. Number 4, Ava Seeley. Number 5, Mackenzie Albrecht. Number 6, Claire Farmer. Number 7, Keegan Bob. Number 8, Cameron Caldwell. Number 9, Bridget Funderburg. Number 10, Emma Pearson. Number 11, Keziah Lish. Number 12, Perla Santiago. Number 13, Maya Seeley. Number 14, Inessa Seeley. Your Beavers are coached by Matt Melvin and Patrick Salter.
Well, all right, like ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in here on the NM Sports Network to some more Lady Bolt volleyball action, this time taking place inside the Ed Zink Fieldhouse here in Beavercreek, Ohio. Your Lady Bolts are going to be taking the court against the Beavercreek Beavers in this matchup tonight on a Thursday night. I am Andy Horton alongside Alex Patton here for the call. This should be a good one between two of the top three returning Thunderbolt or G-Walk teams from last year. You see the Northmont Thunderbolts coming in at 3-1 so far this year. They're 0-1 in G-Walk with that loss on Tuesday to Centerville, looking to get back on the right footing. We're 16-8 last year. So a fantastic year overall for our Lady Bolts, looking to do that again. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Beavers. They're 1-1 so far this year. Haven't played quite as many games as our Bolts have. They're 1-1 in conference. They beat Miamisburg on Tuesday night, and they were 14-10 and 10-4 in conference last year. Really dominated once they got to the G-Walk, including 2 games against our Thunderbolts. And the first of those two sets, the first matchup of those 2 games went 5 sets. 3 of the 5 sets, the final score was 25-20. High scoring, close games the whole way in that first one. And then we had to travel here to Beavercreek last year, and we didn't fare so well. So the Northmont Thunderbolt Lady Bolts trying to get off on a better foot here tonight. As we are underway, the Beavers, they're going to get the first point along the front side of the net. Bridget Funderburg, number 9, the one who's going to get the first kill of the game. Serving now again is the Beavers. This one goes high up into the rafters. Hill with the bump. They're going to get it back over. Soft tap there by Beavercreek, and a beautiful job there by Emma Pearson. The wall was created on the front line in the middle of the floor by the Thunderbolts, but she just, with a soft tap, waited for the wall to go back to the floor, and the ball drops in behind them. That time, Funderburg gets it back over for the Beavers. Going to the floor, that was Caldwell. Funderburg gets it over. That one's going to land out of bounds, and Northmont will get on the board for the first time here this evening. It's Abels on the serve. The set there, and Funderburg has it blocked right back at her. It's going to drop in for the T-Bolts. That one fell out of bounds back on the Beavercreek side. Good block team work there by, that was Osborne and Johnson, I believe. Johnson, great anticipation that time, elevates at the perfect time and sends it right back over. Gets the easy point. Thunderbolts up 3-2. Abels on the serve again. The set by Sealy.
Nice save.
Saved on the back line by Hall. Good diving save there by the Beavers. The set, no, throw over by Abels. Then that was Sealy. The Beavers keeping it alive. Abels sets for Coons. Coons finds the open hole in the defense past the diving libero, Stella Hubaski.
Apologize, we're doing the score manually again here tonight, 4-2. So if it's a little bit delayed, that's on me. Apologize, but 4-2, Northmont on top.
That one is going to be deflected and will get down. Cameron Caldwell.
Okay.
Sorry for the technical difficulties on the scoreboard. It's 4-3. Make that 5-3. Thunderbolts. Back to serve now, Northmont. That is going to be Madeline Hoff. behind the serve line. Going to the floor, that was Hubaski. Funderburg is gonna help her get it over. Abels sets up Osborne. Now in the middle, it's Seeley for the Beavers. Pass Johnson. Nice finish there by Perla Santiago. Getting the Beavers back in the scoring column. Now it'll be Hubaski back behind the serve line for the Beavers. Powerful serve, scooped up by Hill. Hall is gonna be blocked out of bounds. That point goes to Northmont. Nice, powerful attack there by Jenna Hall. Looks to be back on her game tonight after struggling on Tuesday night rather. The Beavers set it back up. They send it back over, diving to the floor. That was Johnson, not in time. (6-5) is your score. The Lady Bolts leading. Now back to serve. It's Maya Seeley. Hoff with the dig, the soft tap there by Hall, able to get it over. Not sure who that one was. That was Albrecht who got a fingertip on it. And eventually the point will be scored for the Beavers. The serve by Beavercreek. Osborne, way too much on that one. He's gonna send that out of bounds, way behind the serve line. Maya Seeley once again back to serve. 7-6 the Beavers lead. Hall with the dig. The setup by Abels. It's gonna be pushed over by Ruddle, and that one's gonna go out of bounds. Little run right here by the Beavers. Seeley again gets it over. Hoff, the setup by Abels. They're gonna say she runs into the net. Point goes to Beavercreek again, 9-6, the Beavers lead. The serve there by Seeley. Hall. Osborne after the setup by Abels. Hubaski. Great job there by Santiago, coming up behind the libero, finishing that one. 10-6, Beavercreek on a real roll. Seeley, Hoff. Hall gets it over. Powerful attack. She was halfway back in the Northmont zone and still is able to land that one. Now to serve for Northmont, that is Megan Roper. Seeley. That one goes high up into the rafters. Hall is going to get it over just past the wall and just over the fingertips of the Beavers.
We will bring the scoreboard back on after the nearest timeout break. We do not want to kill the video. We have to reboot. So we'll bring the scoreboard tool back on here as soon as we're done with either the action or the first set.
Great job rebounded by both sides. This time another catch, or excuse me, they're gonna keep it going. Diving out of bounds, great effort by Caldwell. Met at the net, that was Sam Ruddle. My goodness, there was a lot going on that volley.
Yeah, it almost went out of bounds, but it looked like it was gonna be right in that corner. So good decision by Beavercreek to be able to just keep that one in.
Seeley now, mishit there by Albrecht.
Score is 10-10. Northmont serving to take the lead.
Ruddle on the serve, and it will score.
She's a I think she's a sophomore. She's one of the only, I think she's one of the only sophomores that are on varsity. Nice. Great block by the crew to maintain possession and let Ruddle do it again. 12-10.
Thank you for the assist, Alex. I just realized I was missing a number on my roster, and it was confusing me all sorts of left and right. Diving save there by Hall. Here comes Hall. Excuse me, that was Hill, and Hall coming in with the power. Abel's able to save it, pushes it over.
Great save by Abels.
Caldwell pushes it high up into the air for the Beavers. Ruddle Roper falling out of bounds. Hall the push over. Suboski up in the air. Diving is Roper, and just not quite quick enough that time.
Score is 12-11. Northmont on top.
The serve that time was Santiago. Push over by Hall, and there is
they're going to say
double hit.
Yeah, she's going to say she pushed it over, I guess, and that constitutes as a double hit.
Powerful serve that time by Santiago, sent back over by Abels, too strong. And that's something we don't get to see Brianna Abels do too often. Normally she's either setting it up for a teammate or she'll do the last second little throw over. Not used to seeing her trying to get the kill that way. It doesn't pan out for the Bolts, but they'll get the point right back. The serve goes out of bounds.
Almost fell. 13-13. Got a real good game going here.
Hall gets it over on the serve. The setup off the net, saved by Hill. Abel's going out of bounds, keeps it going. Sealy, powerful attack there that's Keegan Bopp. I'll be able to find the open hole in the defense.
14-13. Beavers on top.
Roper coming in. Callista gets a bad angle on that one, and it's going to bounce underneath the net. Serving into the net that time, it was Mackenzie Albrecht. Point goes right back to Northmont, trailing by just one, 15-14. Haley Hill back to serve now. Sealy, excuse me, that was Santiago, blocked by Johnson.
She was absolutely by herself. If the ball just went a little bit left or right, she wasn't getting it. Went right in her line of sight, and she was able to pound that one right back into the ground.
Yeah, she looked like a goalie with a one-on-one versus a defense. You never really like that, like your odds, but if you're Jaden Johnson, I love your odds.
Again. Sorry. My bad.
You were on the money.
My bad, dude.
Jaden Johnson making it happen once again.
Got a little bit excited. I knew it was coming. I saw it.
She said, deja vu?
Yeah.
It's happening right 2 seconds later.
I thought they were going to get her for a double tap because it looked like she forced that one straight to the ground.
Hill with the serve, set up there. Oh, nice job. But they're going to say
she touched the net.
Did she touch the net? Yes.
We're getting there. We are getting there, Andy.
Yep.
We just need another 50-something games under our belt, and we might be.
Maya Sealy, number 13, the one who the violation goes against. The Bolts up 17-15. That's Caldwell. It was knocked up in the air by Hall, blocked by the Beavers. Now thrown over by Abels. Great Stick-to-itiveness by the Bolts that time.
Great decision by Abels. Even faked out her own teammate. Timeout. We'll be right back here. Hopefully we get the scoreboard going here in a second. We'll be right back here on the NM Sports Network.
All right, so welcome back here into the Ed Zink Fieldhouse here on the NM Sports Network. We are without a picture right now, so I'm going radio mode for you guys. The Thunderbolts lead 18-15.
We'll be right back on. We'll be right back in here as we're getting the graphics squared away. So it shouldn't take more than about a minute here to get you guys back in here. But until then, Andy's going to be talking you guys through this one.
Johnson is going to be able to push that one over the net. This has been an extended volley. Hill swats that one back up in the air. The throw over by Abels. They're going to say that there was either a double hit or the Thunderbolts were out of rotation. And the whole time that we were talking there, that was one rally, one volley. They were fighting hard for that last point. We are Hill, Abels, over to Kuntz. They're going to be able to get that. Pearson throws it over now. Diving into the net is Roper.
That almost looked like a double hit. But, you know, we're still learning.
So 18-17. Sealy back to serve. Roper controls it over to Kuntz. That one's going to go off the net. They're going to say that point, or that's a 4 hit, and that one will go to the Beavers. Ava Sealy, to be specific, back to serve again. Abels to set up for Johnson. Delivers it to the back line. Now it's Ava across the net. It's going to be kept in bounds, kept going by, that was Hall. Now Ava again fires that one over, blocked. It's Johnson. She's been doing it all along the front line tonight. And timeout.
We got a scoreboard working. It's 19-18.
Thunderbolts.
Thank you for sticking with us through these technical difficulties. It's not great. It's not horrible. We're right back in here, and we'd like to actually talk about the people that are going to be paying Northmont City Schools and for you guys to be able to watch us here tonight. Shout out to Code Credit Union. One good reason after another. Contact Code Credit Union at 937-222-8971. They're one of the best credit unions in the country, and they're right in your backyard. So contact Code Credit Union today. Also, thank you to Express It and Jermichael Blanton. We'll get more about him later, right after the first set. But he does a bunch of gear all over the country, and we'll explain more about that after they're done.
All right, so coming back to maybe try to finish up the first set. There might be a little more going after this. Johnson with the power. Hubaski not fast enough. The libero there for the Beavers was in good position, but that was like a heat-seeking missile. Abel's back to serve now for the T-Bolts. That one's put up in the air. Sealy blocked. The combo blocked by Johnson and Osborne.
Once again, they have come to play here. They have come to play tonight.
Gotta love seeing the Twin Towers go to work up front. Kept alive now. That one just barely stays in. Great attack there. Was that, I believe that was Bridget Funderburg. The Beaver student section getting a little loud. We were talking about the atmosphere on Tuesday night in Centerville. This one's not far off. They like their volleyball here in Beavercreek. Hill gets it over. It's kept alive by Pearson. Blocked. It's Johnson doing it again.
These girls are out here having fun. It looks like they're having a bunch of fun here, Andy.
Perla Santiago diving to the floor. Not quick enough that time. 21 to 20.
I forgot to change the scores. I apologize. It's 21 to 20. Usually it's done automatically. I apologize.
Off on the serve. Hill keeps it alive. Abels, the soft tap by Hall. It's knocked right back over. Sealy, the setup. Funderburg knocked over by, that was Osborne. Now Hall trying for a little layup type attempt, finger roll. Doesn't get it to go. The Beavers score that one, tie us up at 21. Jenna Hall tried to go with the soft tap that last time, but not quite quick enough. Hoff, Abels, Osborne, Funderburg, and it'll fall down on the Beaver side, 22-21. The Thunderbolts lead. Haley Hill taking a seat on the bench for a quick breather. She's looking excited. The serve by Johnson. Funderburg gets it back over. Abels the set to Osborne.
That's
Whoa.
tipped. Was that tipped?
No.
Oh. It looked like it was tipped because that went far.
She was swinging for the fences at that time, that's for sure. Now back to serve for the Beavers. Maya Sealy gets this one away. Off, the setup by Abels. Hall along the line, gets it to fall. 23-22, the T-Bolts lead. Roper will be the server this time. Gets it over. It's handled by Huboski, set up by Santiago. Kept alive now. Thrown over by Abels to the back line. It's Caldwell, the push over by, that was Albrecht. Now the soft tap by Hall. The setup for the Beavers. They deliver it to the back line. It's Hoff. Abels the setup. Hall, Huboski puts it up in the air. Now it's Sealy. Sent over, it was blocked by Ruddle. Beavers still control. Ruddle got another hand on it, kept alive. Hall now, blocked right back to her. They're gonna say it's a 4-hitter against the Bolts, 23 all. Man, the intensity has been ratcheting up point by point as we start to get closer to the end of set number 1 here. The serve that time by Santiago. Controlled by the Beavers for a moment. They're able to throw it over with Bop. Diving, it's Hoff off the fingertips of Huboski. It's gonna score. I think that was Ruddle. Game point now, or set point now for the T-Bolts. Hoff checks out. Hill checks back in for Northmont. Jenna Hall back to serve this one off. Gets it over and controlled by Caldwell. She'll get it right back. It's gonna get outside, just behind the back line. Northmont takes set number 1.
Oh, wow.
Oh. I waited forever to make that call.
They gave that one. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
I waited forever to make that call because I didn't want for the refs to come back and change it on me.
But they did.
And they did anyways, 24 all.
Wow.
The serve now, that was Albrecht. Kuntz
Oh,
into the net.
That's not good.
25-24, set point flips the other way. Albrecht looking to take control with set number 1. The dive to the floor there by Roper. Ruddle gets it over now. Caldwell. Too strong that time. Sent out of bounds. We're knotted back up at 25. Haley Hill back into serve. Checked back in a moment ago. Gets this one away. Controlled by the Beavers. The setup there by Sealy. Sent over. Hall controls it. Over to Kuntz. The soft tap past the first line. Sealy keeps it alive. Right back over to Bop. Kuntz trying to finish it. Popped up in the air. Diving into the stands. That one is going to go to the T-Bolts. 26-25.
Timeout Beavercreek.
Timeout Beavers. The Ed Zink Fieldhouse is starting to rock here tonight. Here on the NM Sports Network, this one has been fun. We're not even done with the first set. We're already getting extra volleyball.
Talk about the blocks that have happened so far this year, so far this game, and they were able to send that one. They thought they had something. No, got the towers, getting that one done, sending that one straight back to get a point for Northmont. It's a much needed point because it's 26-25. Northmont on the brink of getting set number 1. This is their second opportunity for this set.
Looking to bounce back after the tough loss on Tuesday against the Elks. Leading by 1. Hill to serve. Gets this one off. It's going to be put up in the air by Santiago. The back tap. Bop is able to. Keegan Bop was able to get that one over, and the Thunderbolts just weren't in good defensive rotation there. 26-26, locked up again. Sealy will be serving now for the Beavers. Hall controls this one to Johnson, and Kuntz elevates. Nice job by Callista Kuntz. The Beavers had their back turned, and she's able to score that one. 27-26. The Beavers got the heat put right back on them. Northmont trying to take set number 1. Abel's back to serve. Gets it over. There was a lot of power on that one. Huboski told her teammate, hey, we should have let that one go. Hill sets it up. The tap over by Abels. They're going to say she touches the net. Or maybe they say she palmed it. Regardless, same result, 27-27. Cameron Caldwell back to serve. Gets that one over, absorbed by Hill. Here comes Osborne, pushes it over that time. Sealy, too strong. Bolts with another chance to take the victory here in set number 1.
The longest set known to man. The marathon continues.
I mean, this is far and away the longest set that we've gotten to do in our short time doing volleyball. Hoff, the serve, too strong, goes out of bounds. 28, knotted right back up. Huboski into the net. 29-28.
Somebody's getting 30. Somebody's getting 30 here. And hopefully it's not 30 for 30 right now.
Here comes Johnson trying to end things for the Bolts. Into the net again.
Oh, my goodness.
At this rate, this is almost like SEC baseball. You know, they start, the more balls you chant, or the more balls you throw, they keep chanting. It's almost like the more points we see scored in this one, the further the score's just going to keep getting run up. Serving now, Sealy. Hoff gets a fingertip on that. Hall with the pushover. Huboski keeping it going now. Santiago finds the soft spot, takes the lead. 30-29, timeout, Coach Brighton-Ball. The T-Bolts need to talk about it. Gotta love the creative chants by different student sections. The Beavers saying that the T-Bolts need some water. I would too. It's been a long and exhausting set. And I talked about earlier how in the first meeting between these two teams last year, it was a back and forth, knit and tuck, like very tight affair. 3 or 4 of the 5 sets ending, the scores were closer than 5 points. So these are two teams that we are used to seeing really be taking haymakers. I mean, they're giving haymakers and they're taking haymakers each way. Too strong on the serve, 30. Oh! That line judge is out of his mind. And they give that to the Beavers? Oh, good Lord.
Wow. Crazy. Well, man. Okay. That looked like that was out. That looked like that was out.
I'm speechless, my man.
That looked like that was out. This is why, I mean, these are volunteers, so they can't, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, wow. Set number 1 goes to Beavercreek. Let's see if Northmont can respond. We'll be right back here after this short break for set number 2, live from Zink Fieldhouse in Beavercreek, Ohio.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in here on the NM Sports Network. I'm Andy Horton alongside Alex Patton for set number 2 between the Northmont Thunderbolts and the Beavercreek Beavers here inside the Ed Zink Fieldhouse. That first set had a rather wild ending. I thought we were going to get some more free volleyball, but instead they ended that one kind of abruptly there at the end.
It looked like it was out. It looked out. Man. But at the end of the day, right? If you're silver lining, I mean, Northmont should have probably never been in that position early on. Back and forth, the last maybe 8 or 9 points, whatever, right? But to get to 25, they had set point twice. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they had ample opportunity to get it done. They laid it in the hands of the officials. And you know what happens when that happens. All bets are off when that happens, and it didn't go your way this time. But don't let this discourage you. You cannot let this discourage you and keep you from having momentum to try to get the second set, because it's best 3 out of 5.
That is for sure. As we get the second set going, Northmont is going to start off the scoring. And Abels is going to be the one to start the serving. Gets her first ace of set number 2. That one's going to be pushed up in the air by Funderburg. That one's going to go way out of bounds. The line judge didn't miss it that time.
That one hit the wall almost. What just happened? Oh my goodness! They're out here just giving points. Oh my God! I'm gonna.
I have no clue how that point went that way. Maybe it was tipped. I missed it though.
Yep.
All right, so some contact there by some Thunderbolts running into each other. Osborne swinging a little wild that time. They're gonna hit the net. 2-1 Beavers. Mental mistakes have been the story early here for the T-Bolts. That one goes into the net, and the Thunderbolts have a chance to go back on the attack. Hoff will be the server.
2-1. We only have 1? I thought we had 2 in a row.
I don't even know what just happened. But what just happened on the play was Hall tried to keep that one alive, and Osborne, they were both going for the same ball, and Osborne kind of ended up diving underneath her. It looks like they were just a little slow with the scoreboard, as now it's updated to 3-3 after the T-Bolts score that time.
What I'm going to say, and I'm going to propose this, anytime Jaden Johnson's on the front line, give it to her. Let her be the one to kill right now. You got to get back in this game. Got to get back in the set. Let her kill, because that ball is coming off her left hand, and it is powerful.
On the serve, that was Johnson too strong. It will go out of bounds. Johnson takes a seat, showing a little bit of frustration.
Oh, no.
Haley
we should
Hill
have 4,
check back
right?
in.
Should Northmont have 4? I'm so confused, man. How does Beavercreek have the 4?
This time it was Sealy to serve. It will get over the net. The Bolts will score that one. Tied up at 4. Megan Roper comes back in to serve. Sends this one over. Huboski controls it to Sealy. They send it to the back line. Hoff goes high up in the air. It's going to bounce off the net. She'll get it back and send it over this time. Sealy, the little throw over, pulling a book out of the Brianna Abels, pulling a page out of Brianna Abels' book. They'll be able to score that one 5-4, the Beavers with the lead. To serve now, Santiago into the net. 5 apiece. Jenna Hall back to serve. Pushed up in the air by Caldwell. Now she'll give it over with a soft tap. Kuntz up into the air, the push over by Hall, or Hill rather. Sealy coming to the front line, diving out of the way. Caldwell is gonna be able to score that one. Megan Roper kind of fell backwards trying to get a hit on that one. Was inaccurate on the attempt, but also might have just been trying to play some self-preservation. Hill pushes it over this time to Albrecht. Soft spot in the back line. Keegan Bopp scores that one. 7-5 is the score. The Beavers on top. Albrecht to serve. Pushed up in the air by Kuntz. Setting it up for the soft tap by Abels. Coming back, that was Caldwell. Puts it off the net, kind of redirects that one. And it's gonna land where there's no T-bolts. Albrecht serving again. Hill up into the air. The set by Roper. Kuntz, it's blocked. Hall keeps it alive.
Touching the net.
Yes, a couple of different Thunderbolts run into the net. Not sure who they're calling it on, but it doesn't matter. 9-5. And the Beaver student section is letting the Thunderbolts know about it. That one into the net.
Northmont's got to come back, got to come alive. They're playing a little stagnant here right now and letting just points go by. Able to get that one off of an air.
And not playing with the extra burst of energy that we're used to seeing. Hill with the serve, set up for Sealy. They get it over, kept alive by Hall. The push over by Kuntz. That was Santiago. That one goes out of, oh no, that one was very close. Oh, they'll say it was tipped. Good eye there by the official on the short side over here. Substitutions each way. Sealy checks in for Bopp for the Beavers. And Ava Sealy will serve. Sets up for Johnson.
This is what I'm talking about. I don't understand. Every time she's on the line, give her the ball. Can't get cute now.
I agree. Jaden Johnson has been just a terror along the front line so far here today. The serve by Abels, setting it up. They get it past the front line of the Bolts. Kept alive now. The back tap into the net. Weird attack there by Emma Pearson. She didn't get nearly enough on that one. She's kind of laughing at herself for that. Oh, it was a 4 or 5 point lead a moment ago. It's been cut in half now, 10-8. Funderburg.
Oh, that hit the top. That hit the ceiling.
So I was wondering during the JV game what the ground rules were for the rafters.
It's live.
That's wild. Caldwell back to serve, up 3. Way too much on that one. Haley Hill was screaming, let it go, from the second it came off of Funderburg's hands.
Yep, that's Fairmont, but yeah, these are the Thunderbolts.
Did I say Firework?
Yeah.
Dude,
You said Thunderbirds.
Oh,
that's Air Force.
that I was gonna. That's
It's an airplane.
Oh, it's that. But you remember the? Wasn't that the indoor football team that
That's
was
tipped.
over
That
here?
got tipped. That got tipped. I thought that got tipped.
Well, Alex was wrong, and I was trying to figure out where I got the Thunderbirds from. I have no clue.
Oh,
But
it's a new team.
yeah, I just made up my own high school. There you go. 12-9. Beavers serving. Huboski on the serve this time. That's 4 hits. Riley Hardwick checked into the game a moment ago for the Thunderbolts. Johnson on the serve. Sealy setting it up for, that was Santiago. Hall, Abel set it right back up for Hall. Johnson is gonna.
Oh, you got to get it at least. If you're going to try for it, you got to go get it.
That's a tough situation there for Sam Ruddle. She thought that one was gonna get over the net and kind of only gave 50% on that try.
Well, that's because she didn't want to actually hit the net by going 100% into it. So we understand the logic. It just wasn't able to connect.
On the serve now, that's Maya Sealy. Abel's the setup. Kuntz two-star. Make that Hardwick along the back line. Too strong.
Unforced errors are mounting for the Thunderbolts.
Maya Sealy on the serve. Hardwick is able to keep it alive. Ruddle pushes it over, a little too strong. Northmont was just kind of out of sorts that entire possession, and as you're asking for it, Coach Bridenbaugh calls it.
While we're in a little bit of a break here, probably should look at some of the statistics that we have going on here so far this season for both teams. On second thought, we're going to do that
later.
Yep, we're going to do that after the second set, because with Northmont dropping the first set, looks like we're going at least 4. So we'll be able to get that going here, give you some statistical data both on the for both of these squads here so far this year, with the Beavers up 15-10 here in set number 2, leading 1-0 in sets.
Coming back out to play. As Alex just said, the Beavers leading by 5. Serving is Sealy. Hoff is going to control things. Ruddle gets it blocked. Hill. And just once again, Northmont, they just kind of got bunched up against the front of the net. And then you're running out of room to work with, because you're not trying not to run into your teammate. You're trying to be able to block to defend all the different area. Wasn't able to happen that time for the Bolts. Hall trying to spike that one. It's going to be dug out. Hardwick, this one gets blocked. I don't know how that wasn't like a double hit or anything. You should have just seen the look on Haley Hill's face. She was thinking the same thing I was. And her jaw almost hit the floor, like, how is this ball still live? Regardless, Northmont will come away with that point, 16-11. Bolts got to go on a run. Megan Roper back to serve. Kubaski up into the air. Sealy sets up, or actually that was Santiago set up Sealy. This one by Hall. The wall is made by the Beavers. It's knocked out of bounds. That's 2 straight to the Bolts. Roper back to serve again. Handled by Caldwell. The pushover by Albrecht. Kubaski out of bounds. The official almost has to jump off her little ladder to get out of the way of that one. 3 straight for the Thunderbolts.
That's a long way down.
To 3.
It's a long way down for her. She needs to get out the way.
Roper at it again. Kubaski up into the air. Albrecht along the back line. Hoff not quick enough to save that one. Santiago to serve. Too strong that time. Now here's a chance for the Bolts to go on a little bit of a roll. They gave up, they probably went on a 3-4 point run, gave one up, but now if you can go on another little 3-point run here, maybe you can snag back some momentum. Hall, the setup now by the Beavers, mistimes the jump. Callista Kuntz, that one's gonna fall down on the left side of her and score for Beavercreek. Hall checks out and Hardwick checks in. Kuntz wasn't able to control that one. It was down near her feet. She didn't know what to do with it. 19-14, the Beavers lead.
It's 14? Okay, thought it was 15.
Hill controls that one up against the net. The pushover by Ruddle. The setup and now the pushover. That was Pearson. A couple of Bolts running into each other. Hill didn't know what to do with that one, and eventually she gets it over to the back line. Roper keeps it alive. Abels trying with the patented little backwards throw over. Not quite enough on that one. It's 20-14. The Beavers lead.
Just 5 points away from collecting set number 2.
Albrecht nearly into the net, saved by, that was Abels. The setup now by Sealy, kept alive by Kuntz. Eventually Roper gets a hand on it, but it was just ricocheting around at that point. Timeout, Thunderbolts. After what was a strong start to set number 1 and a strong start to the game here tonight, it seems as though the Beavers have taken control. Northmont still by no means are out of the match or the set, but they gotta start going back to work right now. They've kind of been out of sorts for just about all of the second set.
I think the first set really did them in. It was
losing the first set the way in which you lost it. It can definitely do a number on you mentally.
Yep.
So you just gotta hope and pray that they can come out of the tailspin and just put that first set behind you and come back out and play the way that you know that you can. Albrecht to serve this time. Hill is able to control that one. It gets down just inside the line.
I like him.
And he's wearing orange.
Hey.
He should be the guy that we should be looking sideways at.
Hey.
The Beaver student section letting the Northmont students hear it. The few Northmont students that did travel, that one is able to be gotten over by the Beavers. Kuntz off the front line, that's kept alive. Sealy blocked right back in the Beavers' face, kept alive though. Nice job by Huboski. Over to Hill. Hill pushes it, and miscommunication between Hill and Kuntz on the other side of the floor. (22-15). Beavercreek leads. The serve there by Ava Sealy. Johnson, it's blocked right back at the T-Bolts, able to keep it alive with the fast hands of Hill. Now coming over, blocked by Johnson. They get it right back over again. Hill keeps it alive, but that's hit number 4. Just right now, all the hustle points, all the little things that you need to get in each game, everything's going Beavercreek's way right now. Up into the air, that was Cassidy for the Bolts. Huboski's keeping it going for the Beavers. Powerful, oh, and that one scored?
It's him again.
I thought that one missed. That one was really close though.
Set
Cameron
point.
Caldwell, the one to score that one, 24-15. This one was close just a few moments ago. Beavers have kind of started to run away with this one, but Johnson says we're not done quite yet.
24-16. Let's see if Northmont can get a run, and let's see if they can't get a couple of more rallies in back and forth to force a set number 2 win.
That one's too strong, goes out of bounds. 25-16 is how the second set ends. The Beavers come out strong and continue strong through set number 2.
Trying to take a look at some season stats here, brought to you by Express It. This is before they got to play today, so if we're just looking at what Northmont and Beavercreek have to offer here before coming in today, and this is per game, per set, I should say. We got the kills with Northmont leading, but it looks like today the Beavers have been the ones doing the killing. And the only person really to do anything on the kills is Jaden Johnson from Northmont. It's been a collective effort from the crew for the Beavers here tonight. The digs, we've had some nice digs, being able to save some, but it's just a powerful effort from the Beavers being able to find no man's land a lot of times. And then the aces, looks like the Northmont's got a little bit less. The Beavercreek's got more aces on the year per game. But both of these teams, neither of these teams have shined bright in the ace department here today. The passing average, Northmont's got a slight edge on that one, but for tonight, it's looking like it's just straight Beavercreek so far. The first set should have probably went to Northmont. Unfortunately, unable to grab that one. Second set was all Beavers. Third set, Northmont's got to come out looking like they did the beginning part of the first set, or this game is over.
Yeah, and talking about, like, you said it a moment ago that Jaden Johnson's kind of been the one to rack up the kills here so far for Northmont. I thought that this was going to be a Jenna Hall type of game. She came out, was playing really well in that first set, and then since then, the Beavers, they've done a really nice job of walling up anytime she's been the one to elevate, trying to go on the attack. They've done a great job of walling up, making things really tough for her, trying to score for Northmont. They've just kind of really shut her off and made her pretty quiet, and that's something that we're not used to seeing out of this Northmont team. Also, Brianna Abels, I don't know, she seems to be maybe a little bit just out of her element right now too. We normally see her with those throw-overs where it looks like she's setting up her teammate, and instead the ball pops over the net real quick and it's an easy score. They're not getting any of that stuff here tonight.
Usually, even when they're in defeat, these girls look so energetic and so happy. Even when they make a mistake, they're smiling, laughing it off. Today, I don't really see any of that. They're frustrated from the first set, and I think everybody that wears green and yellow shares that sentiment as well, because what a crushing defeat, 31-29 to lose off a ball that looked like it was just past the line. But I mean, this is why you play the game. Got the third set coming up. Northmont needs to put both of those sets behind them and try to get this one, or this game is over.
So Ava Sealy will start things off for the Beavers serving. Hall will dig it out, and Hill will send it back over for Northmont. Now it's Ava on the setup. Hardwick is able to get this one over. Johnson mistimed the jump. It's still alive though. The push over by Abels. The Beavers may have been able to let that one go, but Ava now, soft spot. Oh, there. They're going to say someone ran into the net.
Nope.
Or was it a rotation violation? I'm not 100% sure what that was. Abel sets up for Johnson. Funderburg gets blocked. This point will go to Northmont. Coons and Johnson there along the front line over on the far side of the floor doing a really nice job. Abel's on the serve. Pushed up by Santiago, set up by, that was Pearson. Pearson now blocks it, kept alive by Funderburg along the back line. It was Hall, and a good time jump there by Caldwell. Northmont was trying to time it up on their side as well, but Caldwell just beat him to it. Funderburg serving. Hardwick, high up into the air, Huboski. Or actually, that was Caldwell serving. Funderburg was the one who just killed over on the far side of the floor.
What's happening here tonight is this is a great example of what just happened going on. Northmont had a nice kill. It got saved by the libero. Got digged out by the libero, and then they did the exact same thing on the other end. Northmont unable to solidify that one.
Coons barely able to keep that one alive. Into the net. That was Caldwell. Mistimed her shot there and missed.
I feel like all Northmont needs is to get one set. Get a set, get the momentum, put everything behind them. I still don't think that that's fully behind them, the first set.
Off on the serve, diving to the floor was Ava. Now that was Abels keeping it going for Northmont. Hardwick gets it past the first line, blocked by Johnson, or it might have just been blocked by the net, regardless. Funderburg trying to send it over for the Beavers, going the wrong way. That one doesn't get over the net. Off serving again, looking to take a Thunderbolt lead. Abels digs it out. Hall with some power, pushed up by Ava. Now Santiago kept alive by Hoff, over to Hill, over the line. That one will drop in for the Beavers just along the out of bounds line. It just seems as though every single one of these close calls is not going Northmont's way, and if they can just get one of them, maybe they can stem the momentum. Hill doesn't get a good piece of it. That one goes up into the air. Johnson falling out of bounds, trying to keep it going, and they're not able to get it back across the net. 5-3, Beavers lead. Up in the air, Hoff, that one's gonna go off of a rafter after Hill hits it, and it comes right back down on top of her. 6-3.
It's crazy how Beavercreek has played in this gym for forever.
Substitution now. Hill will take a seat. Ruddle checks in for the Bolts. Huboski up in the air. Bad setup by the teammate. The Beavers not able to keep that one going. 6-5. Northmont looking to even it up. Johnson back to serve. Up in the air. That was Caldwell. The pushover. Nice job by Albrecht. Put that one right in the middle of the T-Bolt defense. Everyone was kind of looking at that ball, trying to figure out whose job it was to get that one. Back serving is Sealy. The dig there by Hall. Duboski keeps it going over Albrecht. Abel's the setup. Hardwick goes corner to corner. Kept alive by the Beavers. Hoff diving to the floor. Hardwick now. Backwards attack by Hill. Gets it back over. Sealy up in the air. Hoff can't square that one properly. It goes out of bounds. 8-5. I gotta say, the Beaver student section is wilding out for a volleyball game. Gotta love seeing the support here in Beavercreek. Hardwick sent right back into Bolt territory. Albrecht and Santiago team up for the block there on the front line. Maya Sealy to serve. Too far out of bounds.
Great decision by Jenna Ho to watch that one trickle out of bounds.
A really nice awareness by the senior. Megan Roper back to serve. Trailing by 3. High up in the air, almost touching the rafters. Set up for Santiago. It's going to be deflected out of bounds. That one goes to the Beavers. Santiago to serve. Gets it over, sent up in the air by Hill. She gets it right back and sends it over. Huboski, the setup at the net. The throw over. Hall blocked off of Sam Ruddle. It's going to go out of, or excuse me, it's going to crash down to the floor, 10-7. Hoff down to one knee, keeps things going. Osborne. That was Santiago, keeps it alive, now taps it, keeping it going again. Caldwell, Hill not fast enough on the back line. 11-7. Beavers are just a step ahead on almost every single possession out here tonight. Hill absorbs that one, but barely. The pushover by Osborne, great effort there. The setup by Sealy and the kill by Bop. Timeout, Thunderbolts.
Tomorrow night on the NM Sports Network, we have high school football. Friday Night Lights, week number 2 from Premier Health Stadium as LaSalle comes into town. Cincinnati team coming into town to face your Thunderbolts tomorrow night on the NM Sports Network at 7 p.m.
You guys can catch all that action, like he just said, on the NM Sports Network live at 7 with myself and Jared Bergstrom. We'll be there at Premier Health Stadium for the call. Should be a lot of fun. We got to see a new look for the Thunderbolt offense last week, and it's, you know, we didn't have all the results that we wanted, but I was very the promise that I saw in that game, I was very impressed with. I feel like, you know, Northmont, they worked on a lot of stuff this offseason. I feel like they got a lot better. We should see a fun game tomorrow night.
Well, they're going to get put to the test tomorrow night as they face
a very good LaSalle Lancers team.
Yep.
Serve is too strong from Perla Santiago.
I believe they played against Coleraine this past week, last weekend, and demolished them. So
seems like a Cincinnati team thing to do. That ball is going to ding around, pinball around up in the rafters for a moment. Caldwell into the net. That one goes to the Bolts. Caldwell slapped that thing.
It's a fourth hit. They put 4 down.
Caldwell slapped that thing with so much power. Well, and then it hit the ground after that. Slapped that thing with so much power. I thought it was still going to get over the net.
Nice ace.
Caldwell, once again, not quite quick enough that time. Jenna Hall serving into the net. Great job there. Caldwell, a little, I mean, that's three times in a row where she hasn't got a clean play on the ball.
It is 12 to 11. I apologize.
Trying to tie it up. The Thunderbolts. Hall is serving. Santiago. Roper is going to put it back over. Albrecht into the soft spot of the defense on the back line. It falls in. 13 to 11. The Beavers stop the bleeding. Albrecht to serve. Kuntz could have let that one go. She was standing on the out of bounds line. She hit that one. That one just barely falls out of bounds.
Needed that one.
There's a good eye by the line judge here on the Beavercreek side. It was close, but definitely out. Albrecht, 2 Thunderbolts diving for the same ball. It's kept alive initially, but Kuntz and Hill ran into each other and kind of messed up the spacing on the defense that time. 15 to 11. Albrecht back to serve again. Hill absorbs that one. It's thrown out of bounds. Keegan Bopp a little frustrated with herself. She knew that that was an easy score if she just puts it in the right spot. But instead, she gives the ball back to Northmont. Hill to serve, up in the air by Santiago. Bopp. It's going to be put up in the air and kept alive by Hill. The push over by Osborne.
How did they get, what is going on? Oh, wow. Is that, okay, all right. Well, we don't, that looked like just like what Beavercreek and Northmont been doing all game, and she got hit for a 2-hit. Unfortunate. Because that's 15 to 13 instead of 16 to 12.
Definitely a big momentum swing. Ava Sealy on the serve over to Kuntz. That one's going to be fired out of bounds. I think that one was Roper, didn't handle that one too well.
Unforced errors are the undoing.
Or maybe that was Miley Cassidy. I didn't quite get a good look that time. Ava gets it over. Cassidy up in the air. Roper set up.
Oh, my goodness.
And set down. Johnson just planted the opposing libero.
Ugh.
As the student rivalry is heating up the later into this game we get. I think Beavercreek's trying to figure out what the Northmont students chanted that time. So I don't know what they chanted either.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Abels with the serve, diving to the floor with Santiago. Into the net. Good block that time by Johnson. Caldwell didn't get quite enough on that one. Abels serving again, up in the air. Sealy sets up for Caldwell, the soft tap. That one's going to get over the net, bounce off the top of the net. It goes to Beavercreek. 18 to 14 is the score. I think Emma Pearson was the one to score at that time for Beavercreek. Caldwell. Kuntz controls that one. Hill pushes it over. Caldwell. Sealy, the push. Hall is able to get it back, or Johnson was able to get it back over. My apologies, but it goes out of bounds.
Northmont's got to go if they want to extend this game into a fourth set. Points cannot be had by Beavercreek much longer, 19-14.
Got to go on a big run, that's for sure. Just a little, oh man, Haley Hill thought she read that one perfectly, but that one just falls inside the back line. Timeout. Coach Breidenball wants to talk things over with his team one more time.
Silver lining right here, a little bright note that we want to show you, a little Jaden Johnson action here as, man, that's what I was saying. If we could just get her in that position every single time, it's clockwork, it's easy. It's literally like that. And just, I mean, sat the libero in a little chair that didn't exist.
Yeah, she's able to take 2 steps towards the net, load up, elevate, and unload. It's a problem for anyone in the vicinity.
But she's got to get the opportunity to do so. And so much time this game, tonight, they have unable to get her in position to create those kills. So.
Trailing 20-14.
College football, man. College football is live and going here and starting tonight with your team, Boise State, down in Tampa against South Florida.
Yeah, last time I looked, we were down 3. So things aren't going great. Things aren't going terrible. But
college football is back.
Yes, that is for sure.
So is volleyball, and here we go.
And that is also for sure. Hill with the dig. Johnson with the soft tap. Sealy going out of bounds. She keeps it alive. Cassidy off the rafter. Hill across the net. Sealy over to Santiago. Blocked by Coons. But that goes to Beavercreek as it's not going to land in bounds. (21-14). Abels, the throw over, and that's what I've been waiting to see all game long. Gotta wonder if she's able to just, I mean, I would say she probably gets 2 or 3 of those a set. If you're able to add those in just random spots throughout this match here today, you know, unfortunately, does Northmont have a win already? Into the net. Hoff, not enough with that one, 22-15.
Too many unforced errors here tonight. It's a winnable game, a gettable game for Northmont, just unable to solidify and capture any of these sets.
Luboski into the net, giving the Bolts a little bit of life.
(22-16), Johnson to serve.
The backwards over by Sealy, that was beautiful. Hardwick into the wall. They're able to keep it alive. I thought that was hit number 4 as well, Alex.
Yep.
I knew that's what you were getting ready to say.
Yep.
Ruddle pushes it over for the Bolt. Santiago. Nice job there by Abels avoiding the net. And Albrecht's elevated at the wrong time, comes down, will not be able to score the point. 22-17.
She faked everybody out, including herself.
Yep. Up in the air is Sealy off the hands of Johnson.
Beavercreek just 2 points away from going 2-0 in conference play after beating Miamisburg in straight sets on Tuesday.
And they started off the season with a loss to, it's Arthur something. It was a weird name. Hoff flailing after that one. Hill will be able to get it back over. Caldwell up in the air. Too strong for Albrecht. Or make that Claire Farmer. And yes, now 1 point away from having 3 straight victories against the Thunderbolts here on the volleyball court after they went 2-0 last year. Up in the air, Hardwick. It's blocked, but it will still fall home for Northmont.
Saying we are not done yet. We are not going home. Can't stop, won't stop. 28 or 24-18.
Roper gets it over, pushed up in the air now. Santiago. Roper got a hand on it, and if she didn't, I think that point might have gone to the Thunderbolts. But regardless, that's gonna do it.
That's quick, man. That's not what I expected. I expected to be here for quite a long time here tonight, especially after the first set. I was like, man, we're about to sleep here. Did you get a sleeping bag? Did you get a pitch of tent? The second and third sets went by really fast.
Yeah, the Thunderbolts came out and they fought hard in set number 1. It didn't end the way we wanted to, and then after that, it just kind of seemed like that set kind of might have sucked the whole life out of the Thunderbolts. It's not the way that we wanted this one to end, but the Thunderbolts are still above 500. They fall to 3-2 on the season, though. The Beavers advance to 3-0, so good for Beavercreek. We will see you guys tomorrow night here on the NM Sports Network back at Premier Health Stadium. Jared Bergstrom and I bringing you guys some Northmont football between the Thunderbolts and the LaSalle Lancers.
Yep.
It should be a lot of fun. We will see you guys then.
Tomorrow night, you can go on the NM Sports Network. Go on to MNSN Northmont if you want to check out the YouTube channel there. Get that on there, or if you want to go onto the website to check that out as well. So you can get all Northmont action here tomorrow night. We'll be starting probably around 6:59. Start at 7. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So be on the lookout around from 6:30 to 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air, and then Friday night football, my guys, tomorrow night. So take it over. I mean, good luck tomorrow night.
Should be a lot of fun
with you and Jared, and let's hope we can get a T-Bolts victory here.
All right, that's going to do it here from the Ed Zink Fieldhouse in Beavercreek, Ohio on the NM Sports Network. I'm Andy Horton alongside Alex Patton. That's all, folks. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.